Born and raised in Trinidad, Heather Headley moved with her family to the U.S. at the age of 15. Her early years of studying classical piano forged with the colorful musical traditions of her native island home, calypso, soca, and reggae among them. This in turn developed in her a love of all styles of music. After studying musical theater at Northwestern University, she was cast in the Broadway production of The Lion King. From there, she won a Tony for her role in the Elton John Tim Rice musical Aida. That was in 1998. Now she moves from the theater to the recording studio for her debut as a solo R&B artist, a transition that has had its complications.
It was a little tough for me, I think, at times, because I was so accustomed to seeing like 1,600 people every night. And with the people there, you know, I always think like performance is symbiotic. I need you as much as, you know, you want to hear me. And so I used to love looking in the audience and see who was sleeping or laughing or get ready to throw something at me or crying or whatever. And so with the studio, you lose all of that. So I would take all the lights off in the studio and pretend I was back on stage and sing the songs, you know, and then it would work for me that way. I had a teacher once who, when I was singing, she said, you know, you must never think of different genres of music for your voice, like this is opera and this is, you know, R&B, and so I have a different voice for each. She was like, you have the same voice, it just moves into different, you know, like tributaries, different little corners. And I think it would be the same thing with the music, you know, that I don't want to look at it as like, well, that's Broadway and this is this, and I think that they can connect and they can help each other.
Despite growing up in Trinidad, she points to American singers and performers as early inspirations.
Every Saturday I used to watch Video Soul with Donnie Simpson, and he would always have Whitney Houston and CeCe Winans, Anita Baker, Vesta, people like that. And so I think the two big ones would be CeCe Winans and Whitney Houston. They would be the two big American singers that I looked at while I was sitting in Trinidad.
Now that she's concentrating on her career as a recording artist, would she contemplate a return to the Broadway stage?
I would love to go back to Broadway one day and do a show. I think the beauty of it at that point would be to bring an entirely different demographic into the theater. I think there's nothing like the theater and being on stage, so I would love to at some point. Right now, you know, we'll do the album and then we'll go back.
Heather.